Brewsvegas is shaping up to be a beer extravaganza to remember. So far, I've sampled tipples for some of Brizzy's finest gypsy brewers, had a 4-course breakfast of champions, and been to some amazing venues. If you haven't seen any of that, make sure you check out part 1. After 2 days of heavy drinking, I really wanted to take things a little slower come day 3. I started the day by paying a visit to a couple of my fave Brisbane-based brewing companies, Newstead and Green Beacon. I love both of these venues and was able to sample a mixture of classics and new brews. Newstead was in the midst of their Pint of Origin tap takeover, so I made sure I took advantage of some Victorian treats while I was there. Once we had our fill, we made our way to Zero Fox for their Japanese game show night. For this event, competitors paired up with brewing company representatives to compete in some amazing challenges. While I didn't compete myself, the crew and I happily made our way through the venue's cracking tap list and spectated. The night was a lot of fun, and it brought the day to a close in a great way. Before I knew it, my final day in Brisbane had arrived. There were still a few venues I wanted to check out before I left, so after a swift lunch visit to Brewski, the wife and I made our way down to the mill. The mill had some amazing brews from New Zealand on tap, which we enjoyed thoroughly. Our final Brewsvegas event was rapidly approaching, so we paid one last visit to our fave venue, Netherworld, for a few games and some more top brews before we made our way to it. The West End Progressive Dinner was an event that promised a trek through 4 top Brizzy venues with a food and drink match at each one. As I'm a massive lover of both food and beer, I was naturally pretty excited for this event. The venues were all top notch, and the food was decent, with Brisbane Brewing Co's course being the standout of the bunch. Of course, the brews were the star of the show, and we had some real stunners. It was a good end to a great night, and I'll stay in Brisbane in general. I came into this trip expecting to be wowed, but I've got to admit, Brisbane delivered the goods. It was a fantastic experience, and I only wish I had the chance to experience more of Brewsvegas. There's always next year, right? Hope you all enjoyed my Brisbane Brewsvegas extravaganza. Make sure you follow Beeriod so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you do want to see more, make sure you check out my previous vids or head over to the Craft Beer Network to check out my show over there. Until next time, beer lovers.